What's up, fam? It's your boy, Heaven Hollywood, of course. And we're back on the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, BehindTheIndustry.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the world. Why? Well, before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. And forgive me for the noise in the background. If you hear it, I got a lot going on in the crib today. And let's get this thing started with your girl, Robin Fenty, a.k.a. Rihanna. So Rihanna, she's been doing her rounds, out during Fashion Week. And Access Hollywood caught up with Rihanna. And she's also on ET. ET caught up with Rihanna, as well as she's out promoting her Fenty brand. Now, Rihanna made two very interesting statements. First, asked by Access Hollywood, who's her dream collaboration? And I want you to listen to exactly what Rihanna said when they asked her who was her dream collaboration.
Who's your dream collaborator to sing with, do a song with?
If I could only do a song with Billie Eilish.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She's so good.
So that's what Rihanna said. She said, Billie Eilish. If I can only do a song with Billie Eilish, she is so good. Ironically, this takes you back a couple of years ago, right? During an interview where Billie Eilish was asked whom she would like to meet. And listen to what Billie Eilish had to say.
Who would I want to meet? Rihanna. But, only if she would want to. Because my entire life, I've never even wanted to meet my idols because, I never wanted to bother them.
I'm sure she would love to meet you.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
And then maybe
I don't know.
together.
I would die a million times.
We're gonna put it out there.
Only if
right?
she wants to.
Put
Though.
it out.
I don't want to. Only if she would want to.
Okay, if that. Cool.
Billie Eilish is so humble and cute. She said only if she would want to. And then the person said maybe even do music together. She said I would die a million times. So now that it's come back full circle and Rihanna says if she can only do a song with Billie Eilish, she is so good. And Billie Eilish responded, what in the actual F on Twitter? So shout out to Billie Eilish. Shout out to Rihanna. Maybe we will get that Billie Eilish and Rihanna collaboration. Put it out there in the universe. Let's go. Now, Rihanna was then asked by E.T. about what she thought about Kendrick Lamar headlining the 2025 Super Bowl. Now, as we all know, Kendrick Lamar is going to be headlining the Super Bowl coming up, and there's a lot of controversy whether he should deserve to get the headlining Super Bowl headline over Lil Wayne. But they asked Rihanna what she thought about Kendrick Lamar headlining. This is what she said.
Kendrick Lamar for the Super Bowl. It's a diamond on a ring finger, honey. It's meant to be. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the one that's supposed to do it right now. He's gonna crush it. We should never doubt him. He's an amazing artist, top tier. He had an incredible year. He actually brought so many people together. It's to be celebrated. That's what culture is. He deserves it. I cannot wait to see it. Kendrick, thank you. Kendrick.
So much shade. You gotta love Rihanna. So much shade. The way she looked at the camera and said, Kendrick Lamar, thank you. Now we all know what she was subliminally saying. Notice she said that's what culture is. He's had a great year. What's he been known for this year? The battle with Drake. And quote unquote beating Drake. Right? He brought so many people together. Speaking like the Not Like Us video and the Not Like Us pop out, right? So that's Kendrick Lamar's who's supposed to be doing it right now. He's the one supposed to be doing it. All of that was wherein, yes, she probably really feels that way, but she had to add a little. It's a little extra incentive that he battled Drake and called Drake a PDF, and we know everything that happened. So a little shade there by Rihanna. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. Drake mentioned Rihanna and he really mentioned ASAP Rocky, and he has mentioned Rihanna, or alluded to Rihanna. So heard a lot of shade in that boy. Oh, shade, can you see? Gotta love Rihanna. Moving on to Drizzy Drake. He was out in Houston celebrating his birthday. Nicki Minaj gave him birthday wishes. She said, "Happy birthday, Drizzy." Sexy Red on Twitter also gave him a birthday shout out. Now, interesting, at Drake's birthday performance, he brought Omarion. All right, he brought Omarion on stage, and he said, well, I'll let you hear what he said to Omarion and about Omarion. If you remember, Omarion was on the So Far Gone mixtape, and he just gave a shout out to Omarion, and let me just let you hear what he said.
I was walking through the lobby. That's right. Courtney was like, man, you working on this So Far Gone mixtape, and I'm like, what's up? And we cut this shit right here. Y'all remember this right here? Yes, I'll be there. Hey, listen, this is one of the first people that ever support me in my career. Like, So Far Gone time. Shout out to O. Humble beginnings. Thank you for trusting in us, believing in us, and being here. But now you gotta turn them up, though. I know you got classics like in the top all day. We know each other, but the fun. I think it's time. Sorry, baby. I can have visions, fantasies, never out of line.
Drake a damn fool. Shout out and a happy birthday to the boy Drizzy Drake, the sixth god. And we're just gonna run down some of the accolades of the sixth god here on his 38th birthday, just in case y'all forgot. He's the most streamed artist of all time. He's the most charted songs of all time. Most number one songs for a male soloist, 14. Most top 10 hits of all time. Most top 40 hits of all time. Rapper with the most songs over 1 billion streams. Artist with the most albums over 1 billion streams. Last rapper to sell 1 million copies in the first week. Highest RIAA certified artist of all time. Most RIAA platinum hit singles of all time. Most RIAA diamond plaques of any rapper. Most weeks spent charting on the Billboard of all time. 51-time nominated and 5-time Grammy winner. Billboard's Artist of the Decade for the 2010s. The most awarded artist of all time at the Billboard Music Awards. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? And there will still be people out there that say, Kendrick's better. Oh, Baka's around. He's got a case. Why is he around? Did you hear what I just... Never mind. Shout out to the GOAT, Drizzy Drake. Moving on to your boy Lil Durk. And didn't Wallow try to warn you, sir? When you were on Gilly and Wallow, was he not on there crying, begging, and pleading you to take the game he's trying to give you? Right? It's called $1 Million Worth of Game Podcast. He was trying to beg and plead with you and give you game. And now Lil Durk has been arrested in a murder for hire conspiracy. He was arrested on his route to Italy. He was trying to get to Italy to get out of town. Now TMZ is reporting Lil Durk is being named by the feds as the top mastermind behind the murder for hire plot conspiracy and the attempt on Quando Rondo's life that left his cousin dead and may have been trying to flee the country when he was arrested. Now, TMZ Hip Hop obtained the federal complaint against Durk, which hits him with a conspiracy charge related to the alleged murder for hire. The complaint comes on the heel. Let's see here. The complaint comes on the heels of the previous indictment of 5 of his alleged Only the Family gang members, OTF, who prosecutors say were on the scene of the August 2022 shooting of Xavier Robinson, a.k.a. Lil Pab. The complaint states the OTF members acted on the orders of Durk, who prosecutors believe was looking for revenge for King Von's October 2020 shooting death after a clash with Quando Rondo's camp in Atlanta. Y'all told him to slide for Von. According to the docs, Durk was the one who placed the bounty on Quando and helped others to procure the ski mask, rental cars, and hotel room to assist in the hired hit. The feds say telecommunication records show a phone number associated with Durk, stupid, was looking to cover his tracks when he texted one of the defendants, "Don't book no flights," under no names involved with me. Feds say he allegedly linked by credit cards to the flights. Stupid. The alleged OTF members are accused of firing at least 18 rounds at Quando's vehicle at the behest of Durk at the Los Angeles gas station in surveillance. Video appears to have captured the entire thing in broad daylight. Feds swooped in and arrested Durk on Thursday evening, intercepting him at the Miami airport before he could jet away to Italy. According to the docs, the FBI got notice Durk was booked on a private plane flight to Italy set for later Thursday night, and Durk was arrested an hour before the scheduled takeoff. The fallout has been swift already. Durk had one of the Chicago area keys to the city he received last week snatched away on Friday. Damn, they took that back quick. I mean, you live that life, this is what's going to happen. I don't understand these dudes, man. These dudes, they make it, they get out of the hood, they become millionaires, and then they still stay in the life. You know, you're just going to have to eat that. King Von, it's unfortunate for his death. But you let the internet and everybody gas you into sliding for Von. And you didn't think it was going to come back on you? And they said that one of his people was wearing a wire. It is said in the indictment that OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years. He previously served a 12-year sentence. So he is the one that snitched on Lil Durk. And to make it so bad, after he served a 12-year sentence, he was booked on a gun charge shortly after he allegedly received a $50,000 welcome home gift from Durk. And he snitched him out. So, Lil Durk, murder for hire. If found guilty, he could face up to life in prison. Up to life in prison. If not the death penalty. Because we all talk about Florida. This is nuts. Up to life in prison he's facing. So, man, y'all need to listen to these OGs when they're trying to give y'all game. But the problem with these young boys are, they think that the OGs, the old heads don't know what they're talking about. Oh, you old heads, you old heads. But y'all beating the old heads to the grave and the jail. How many these young rappers done got shot down? Meanwhile, the old heads in their 50s, y'all beating them to the grave. But you saying the old heads don't know what they talking about. But they still walk around here living. They not getting, if they're dying of a different cause. But y'all getting gunned down in the streets on violence. Absolutely crazy. But India, if you're listening, hey, big head. And we're going to close this thing out with Megan Thee Stallion, $1 Million Meg. She dropped Megan Act 2 last night, and we're going to give you a little review of the album. A lot of people was talking about the lines. Remember, she released it at 12, and she released it with the video to Big in Texas. I think, to me, this is my favorite track on the album. Big in Texas reminds me of like Cobra, except the R-rated version of Cobra. And she was killing it with the flows. She was killing it with the punchlines. The one line that she had in had everybody looking, thinking that she was talking about Nicki Minaj, is when she said she's the youngest girl owning her masters. You hoes old as hell, stuck in a deal. So people were talking, saying, oh, she was shading Nicki Minaj. Then there's another line on that where she says, these hoes keep talking about numbers because they can't talk about talent. So, and then some people were saying she was referring to Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj is always talking about numbers. And then some people said she was referring to Cardi B because, if she's saying, oh, they talk about numbers because they can't talk about talent, and people are telling me, well, how can she be talking about Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj has talent? Yes, Nicki Minaj does have talent, but Megan Thee Stallion also can rap, but Nicki Minaj and her fans say she can't rap all the time. So I still feel as though she was talking about Nicki Minaj because she's going to troll right back and say, they say I can't rap. So I'm going to say, oh, they talk about numbers because they can't talk about talent and, and say she can't rap. A lot of people, for whatever reason, they always want to come out and say Megan Thee Stallion dissing Cardi B. She's not dissing Cardi B, guys. Her and Cardi B, she just said tonight on Station Head, she was asked who are you listening to right now in your playlist? She said she has Glorilla, Cardi B, and Flo Milli. She said it's her favorite 3 people to listen to. So again, I'm telling y'all, there is no beef between Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. There is going to be beef forever, unless somebody apologizes, which I don't see that happening. It's going to be beef forever with Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. She's going to be throwing shots. Nicki's going to get on line and throw shots and records, and it's just going to be like that. Now, Hot New Hip Hop said that this is Megan's best beats to date. They also said Megan Act 2 is Megan Thee Stallion's most entertaining album yet. And I'll go over the songs that I like on the album. So Big in Texas is my favorite. I love Bourbon. I love when she said Bourbon, clearly we know who've been taking the payments. We see who name bring the clicks and engagement. We know the people in blogs with arrangements. I know the ones that ain't about what they claiming. She said it's nice, I forgot what she said after that, but she's rapping about the lessons that she learned, rather than just indulge in the spoils of her career. That's what Billboard said about that song Bourbon. I like that Bourbon. I did like Rock Steady with Flo Milli as well. Number One Rule is dope. The song that I was not crazy about, I loved Like a Freak. The song that I was not crazy about was the freestyles that I had already heard that she added on. And she never, in my opinion, should have added on Mamushi remix featuring Twice. The Mamushi song was perfect as it was. Overall, I gave Megan a 7 out of 10. I think it's a very good album. You definitely have a lot of good listens on it. I liked it better than I did like the first Megan. I like the Megan Act 2 better than I like the original one. I think I give the original one a 6 or a 6.5. So definitely check that out. Megan Act 2. She's got a lot of slick lines in there. We all know Megan can rap her ass off. So let me know what you think about Megan Act 2. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Catch you